Hello everyone. Let's meet at a scenes models making course on the theme of Japanese train riding. Let's start making model. Shift A to add the Q's model to create the structure of the train. Change the size of the Q's model to a scene inside the train. Place Ctrl R to add two lines. Hold Shift and select 3 faces and place alternate E. Select the X tools manifold. Place Ctrl R to add the line for the models to divide some area for the window. Don't forget to add line behind the Q's model structure. Hold Shift and select some face for window and delete the face. When a face is removed, it will result in an unfilled space inside. Fix all aspects of the structure so that the complete model doesn't need to be modified when preparing the render. Shift A to add the Q's model to create the ceilings of the train. First, adjust the camera's angles in the first layer to try to see which parts of scenes we want. Close the eyes of this model to easily create a new model. Shift A to add the plane's model and change the size used to build a top shelf on the trains. Place I to insert the face inside and delete the face. Add a solidified modifier to add thickness to the model. Shift A to add the plane's model and change the shape. Add the solidified modifier to add the thickness. Add the arrange modifier to add a lot of same model in the same direction. Shift A to add the planes model to create a load-bearing beam for the top shells. Select all models and move to the models to examine the structures of the train. Shift A to add the planes model and change the size to fit the space of the window. Shift A to add the cube model to create the window. Adjust to the plane size. Hold Shift and select two faces and place eye twice to create the detail of the window. Delete two faces inside the model. Don't forget to create face to solve the structure generated from the delete space. Hold Shift and select some face and extrude bond size. Change the size of the plane's model to create the glass window. Shift A to add the cube model to create the window frame. Add a solidified modifier to add the thickness for the glass. Select the alt model of window and move the model to set the space. Place alternately to copy the Windows model and set it on the side. Change the size of the window to fit the space. Change the size of the glass model. Shift A to add the cube model and change the size to create the share. Shift A to add the cube model to create the structure of the share. Place Ctrl R to add the line. X to the face. Add the bevel modifier and change the value to smooth. Shift A to add the cube model to create the curtain. Add the bevel modifier to smooth. Place Ctrl R to add the line for the model to adjust the shape. Shift D to copy the curtain's model and rotate to set to the back. Place Ctrl R to add the line to adjust the shape. Hold Shift and select two lines, and place Ctrl B to bevel the line. Move the seat to set inside the train. Place alternately to copy the seats and set the opposite seat. Shift A to add the cube model to create the tables of trains. Shift A to add the cube model to create the attic against the wall. As the arrange modify of the model. Place Ctrl R to add the line for the structure. This is the end of this video. If you have any questions or want to make another model, you can tell us in the comments below. In the next example, we will create a pop and decorations model. Finally, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you.